right, guys. The last topic of discussion we're going to be talking about is monuments. Now, I'm not sure, Darren, if there's others. I'm sure there are other states that's going through the same transition of removing certain monuments and statues from the city. But in New Orleans, we're going through a huge thing. And I think it's more popular in New Orleans just because of how popular the city is. But in the city right now, we're going through a huge transition of getting rid of certain statues that are basically monuments of people showing respect, of people who were supporting Civil War, supporting slavery. I don't know if you think that it was anything different from that, but there is no respect that I'm going to give to somebody who was supporting the imprisonment of any group of people, especially my own.
Right. Well, so I'll start this discussion off with defining the word monument. Monument is a state building or structure erected to commemorate a famous or notable person or event. Notable person. Something that's notable should be notable for something good. I think a statue should be placed or acknowledged for positivity, if you will.
Right.
And I must say, living in New Orleans, we have several statues throughout the city, and because it's been there for so long, I never took interest as to who these guys were or what they did. But apparently, for a long time, there have been citizens of New Orleans that wanted to get these things taken down, and now the city has finally done that. One thing I will say, for the monuments that have been removed, I don't know if you all follow it, but if you follow any news station in New Orleans on Facebook, it is a place where you can find so much hatred, just tons and tons of hatred. Like, I don't even follow news channels. I don't watch the news because it's just so negative. But since the statues have been removed, people have been standing around with flags, just totally expressing and showcasing hatred, and made me realize just how negative those statues were. If you could remove the statue and replace it with citizens of the city who may have come near or far to stand out there with the flag. What is the flag called?
The Confederate flag?
The Confederate flag. Then that must mean that those statues that were removed somehow represent that type of hate, you know.
It'd be something completely different if the people that really cared about those statues and monuments were people of love, positivity, and they came out there just expressing themselves in a non-violent way. I mean, these guys are coming out here like just spewing out racial rhetoric, negativity in the air. Just both Darren and I, we both work in the city, so we're seeing this on the. I'm not sure if you do. I see it somewhat on the daily in the French Quarters, man. It's just there. And I'm so tired of it. It's exhausting to see that much negativity in the air, man, in the city. Because the city, New Orleans is very much a cultural melting pot where there's a whole group of different group of people. We get tours all the time, as well as the people who live in New Orleans. So we don't see this personally all the time. I know that there's a negative stereotype against people who live in the South and how, some people feel as if everyone who lives in the South is like, hey, you're dealing with like racism on a daily. No, I didn't really run into racism like talking about it until I was older. Especially when it was just thrown in my face like that. Yeah. I'm not saying that the media had anything to do with that. It's just there. But these statues, as a kid, these statues have been around for so many years. So as a kid, I remember looking at that, and I'm automatically thinking as a kid, oh, these guys must have been doing something great that allowed them to get a statue. That's awesome, and you want to look up to that. But when you're thinking about it, when you're older, you realize that no, these people were put up because of how much money they put into whatever war, how much money they put into whatever situation, and their support of the Civil War that was totally about how to keep slavery around. It's no. Take that completely away. Let's replace it with something that's more positive. That
absolutely.
Everyone can get along with.
And my main thing with the my main thing with the whole monument is how passionate people are about these statues. And if I'm honest, and I hope I don't sound ignorant, if you removed a statue of Martin Luther King, I would not be offended, because I know who Martin Luther King is. I know what he did. I know what he fought for. To remove his statue should not diminish my beliefs in life. It shouldn't make me angry or bitter, or it's a damn statue. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For crying out loud. But
It's not him. It's not him.
Yeah,
it's not him.
It's
It's not us throwing out his memory in the trash can.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're about to go to war. Not to mention that's not what he stood for.
Right.
That's not what he stood for. So
Yeah.
we go around talking about like, no, this is racism.
Yeah.
This one. No, it's not about that. It's like, you know what? It's just a statue.
Right.
We have dozens of other different
Yeah.
tributes to this person, and I'm sure for those people who are idolizing these people who
Yeah.
did these things, who are negative, that there's other ways in order for them to be able
keep
to
those
eliminate it.
soldiers and all that other hatred in your heart. You don't have to display
Outside
that
of
publicly.
nobody wants to. Negativity is exhausting for
Yeah.
everyone. Nobody wants to see that. Keep that to yourself if you want to live your life like that. But it's poison. So if you keep that, even if you keep it inside or out, it's gonna kill you eventually.
Yeah.
Because holding in that much animosity towards people that you don't even know is heart wrenching. Don't do that. And like I said, man, Martin Luther King, I wouldn't be upset about that neither because he lives in our hearts. He lives in what we do today because of what he stood for.
And he has a holiday, baby.
And he has a holiday. He has a holiday.
Yeah.
So look,
does your monumental figure have a holiday?
Or
if he doesn't, then he probably wasn't that important.
Look, when you get a day off on that day as well, that's a whole different situation.
Yes.
That's a whole different situation. I'm all down for it.
Right.
I love you guys. All right. Oh, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Thank you.
Hey, we promise that we're gonna be back on a weekly basis. As far as those exact days go, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna put that out there. We're gonna so we already have a Facebook page, but we're gonna make that public in this weekend. Like I said, we're gonna have this podcast out. We're also working on ways to go about getting sponsorships, so take a look out for that. And hey, message us up if you feel as if if you know about different businesses that may be interested in what we talk about.
And or topics that you would like to hear us discuss.
Topics as well. And message us up as well, talking about like how you feel about what we're talking about. How is it affecting you? What's your opinion on summer fashions? What's your opinion on your summer vacation and what you're planning? What's your opinion on music? And what's your opinion on monuments? And let us know if this is actually going on in your community, especially if you're not from New Orleans, Louisiana. If you're somewhere else in a different state or a different country, let us know that because we don't know. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Anyway, we are your hosts, Jordan B. Ferdinand.
And Darren Lindsay.
This is the Gentleman's Core podcast. Thanks for listening, guys. Until next time, take care.